All right, Chris is in Wisconsin. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks so much for having me on, and thanks in advance for changing our lives.
Sure. Way to go, man. How can I help?
So my wife and I are beginning baby step number 2 tomorrow. We've recently been with an assistance program through church that was helping us out, and we can be a lot more aggressive with our snowball in our own control versus through them.
Wow.
We have about $36,000 in debt. Two car loans, one for 14, one for 15, one of which we're upside down in, and about $7,000 in medical and consumer debt.
Mm-hmm.
I have about $15,000 in assets that we are currently trying to sell, and I was looking to buy a beater because my everyday driver is about to roll 100,000 miles and start depreciating greatly. So I'm concerned of going further upside down on that car. So I'm wondering, A, should I buy the beater, and B, we have money in the bank, and should we use that and pay down some of these debts?
Yes. Yes and yes.
Even other
so what price range of beater are you talking about?
Be about a $4,000 car.
Okay, so let's say you got 10 left because you need 1,000 in baby step 1. And which car is upside down the most?
My everyday driver, which is a Honda.
Okay, and it's worth what, and you owe what?
It's worth about 14 on the top end, and I owe 15.
Oh, okay. So you're only 1,000 in the hole.
Correct.
Okay. So you use 1,000 of your remaining 10,000 and sell that car, and it's gone, right? That got rid of 14,000 of the 36,000, right?
Correct.
That's great. And what's your household income?
About $65 a year.
Okay.
For
cool.
now.
Cool. So then we got Mama's car and the medical debt to clear, and you'll be okay, right?
That would be it.
You're game on, man. Do it. Definitely do it. Because you got rid of the car payment and you got rid of almost half your debt. This is brilliant. Oh, and there's $10,000 to throw. So the medical debt's gone too.
Yes, we would be able to eliminate the medical debt.
Yeah, all we got to do is pay off Mama's car, and you make it 65, you got no debt, man. You're going to feel like you're going to knock that car out just no time.
Well, and, this is the plan we're on. Where we fall into an issue is my company was just sold in a major acquisition, so in about 5 months, my job becomes redundant. So I may catch a decent severance, or I may just end up on my butt.
But so you won't be staying.
The odds aren't against it. Like I say, I'm in a corporate regional position. They already have one of me at the other company. I become redundant, and
so they're not going to move you inside the company and keep you.
More likely than not, they may offer me something that's within 50 miles of my territory, which is anywhere from Wisconsin to Missouri. And our family's really not in a position to pack up and move to southern Missouri right now.
Okay, I got you on that. So, what do you make?
I bring home 65.
Oh, it's single income. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. Single income. My wife is raising our 2 beautiful daughters.
Okay. Well, with what we're talking about, you'll be debt-free other than her car, and you'll be beating on her car. Now, watch what's happening with the company, and if the storm clouds get darker and darker, don't wait on the storm to get there. Stop your total money makeover and pile up cash if the storm clouds get darker. For right now, it's off in the distance rumbling, right?
You bet, yes.
But I'd like to get her car paid off and build up a nice war chest before all this comes. That could happen.
Absolutely, it could.
Okay. Or you could take an uncomfortable position for 6 months with them and then move on. That kind of a
Very
thing.
True.
That could
Very
happen.
True.
And so there's a lot of things you can do to continue to eat and not have to panic about losing your job. And because at the point that you are like 100% having an oh crap moment, not just worrying about it, but this is really coming down, you need to have stopped that snowball prior to that and piled up as much cash as you can pile up to create your own margin, your own war chest between you and life, okay?
Okay.
But I think today it sounds like it's premature to do that.
Okay.
It's kind of like pulling up the thing on the Weather Channel, and the lightning strike is 22 miles away. Well, I'm not worried about that. Lightning strike is 2 miles away. Well, I think we'll go inside.
Fair enough.
You know, it's that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. So just, let's not overreact, but let's not underreact on the other side later. I'm hopeful that you can, with your newfound zeal, really crank on this budget, work extra jobs, sell more stuff, have garage sales, and let's get her car paid off ASAP and start building your own war chest so you never have to slow down. Because your next step, once her car's gone, is build the emergency fund anyway. But at the point that if you haven't gotten there, then stop and build a rainy day fund if you can see the rain really coming across the horizon. And so it's there. So you never know, though. They may offer you a severance of 2 years of income. You never know what happens. People do all kinds of things. And so, you get into all kinds of weird things. It's possible. Everything's possible. What's interesting, I remember reading Dale Carnegie when I was 18 years old, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And one of the things he talks about in some of his writings, I don't remember if it's in that book or in something else of his I read, but he said how to deal with worry. We all worry about things from time to time. How do you deal with worry? The first step of dealing with worry is figuring out that about 80% of what we worry about never happens. That helps. And then another portion of what you worry about, there's nothing you can do about it. And so don't spend any time worrying about things that aren't going to occur and things you have no control over. That gets rid of a lot of worries right there.